Right, brace yourself. Today, we're not just discussing a habit. We're stepping into the depths of the human mind, an uncharted psychological universe where pleasure, guilt, addiction, and self-control collide. You've heard of it, but trust me, this isn't just about biology. It's about psychology, neuroscience, and the hidden forces that silently sculpt our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in ways we barely understand. They call it a private act, a natural urge, but what if I told you it's more than that? What if I told you this habit isn't just a release? It's a neural blueprint, a psychological program, rewriting the brain's pathways, altering our motivations, and sometimes taking control when we least expect it. Just imagine, the mind, shaped by unseen forces, responding to dopamine surges, forging habits, strengthening circuits. And today, we're unlocking its most astonishing secrets. The pleasure, the addiction, the impact on confidence, motivation, and even your reality. Because the mind isn't just reacting. It's evolving, adapting, and reshaping itself with every repeated action. Let's start with something that sounds impossible. You can become addicted to yourself. Sounds bizarre, right? But before we reveal that mystery, let's set the stage. This isn't just about biology, it's about neuroscience. A living, breathing system of neurons, firing signals, forming cravings, creating routines. And with each repetition, these neural pathways deepen, cementing behaviors and shaping the way we think, feel, and function. But here, where it gets even wilder. Deep within the brain, dopamine, the neurotransmitter of pleasure, dictates how we seek rewards, experience motivation, and develop compulsions. Scientists are only beginning to uncover how certain habits, once harmless, can rewire the mind in unexpected ways. So how did all of this even come to be? Believe it or not, self-pleasure has been recorded for thousands of years, ingrained in human evolution as a natural mechanism. But in the modern world, instant access to artificial stimulation has changed everything, altering reward circuits, distorting expectations, and sometimes leading to cycles of dependence. And while it may seem harmless, it's actually triggering waves of neurochemical reactions, affecting focus, discipline, and even social confidence. But here's the real danger: we barely understand it. Compulsion, desensitization, emotional numbness. These are the silent effects of overindulgence, shaping relationships, self-esteem, and productivity in ways most people never even realize. And if we don't bring awareness to it, we risk never truly understanding how it's controlling us. For centuries, humans thought habits were just personal choices. But psychologists like Pavlov and Skinner shattered that myth when they discovered how deeply behavior is influenced by reinforcement and conditioning. What they found changed our understanding of psychology forever. And today, with advanced neuroscience, brain scans analyzing addiction, studies on neuroplasticity, and data on how habits shape our mental health, we're peeling back the layers of the mind. But even with all this, we've barely scratched the surface. Now, let's talk about some of the strangest, most mind-blowing effects of this habit. You ready? First up, dopamine tolerance. When the brain is flooded with artificial dopamine spikes too often, it starts reducing its sensitivity to pleasure, making ordinary activities feel dull and lifeless. This can lead to motivation loss, social anxiety, and even mild depressive states. Then there's the confidence paradox. Some studies suggest that excessive indulgence can decrease testosterone levels and energy, leading to lower confidence, less drive, and reduced social dominance. But wait until you hear about the hidden psychological traps. Ever heard of the Coolidge Effect? This is a phenomenon where the brain constantly craves novelty, leading people to seek out more extreme stimulation over time, something that can distort real-life attraction and relationships. And then there's the discipline dilemma. Many high achievers, from athletes to entrepreneurs, follow the practice of abstaining for extended periods, reporting increased focus, energy, and mental clarity. While science is still debating the long-term effects, the anecdotal evidence is undeniably intriguing. But if you think that's wild, wait until you hear about the willpower paradox. Habits form loops. The more something is repeated, the harder it becomes to break. But the opposite is also true. Breaking a cycle can create a new loop of self-control, mental resilience, and increased drive. It's not just about stopping. It's about rewiring the brain for greater control, focus, and purpose. In an environment where instant gratification is everywhere, self-mastery has become a rare and powerful skill. It's mind-blowing. This isn't just a habit. It's a psychological battlefield where willpower, neurochemistry, and personal growth collide. And yet, we've only explored a tiny fraction of it. There are countless psychological triggers, hidden behaviors, and subconscious patterns we haven't discovered yet. So to everyone listening, stay curious. Question your habits, master your mind. Because the biggest breakthroughs, they start within you. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you next time.